Globally, 54% of all caretakers, people who are assisting wheelchair users, they're over the age of 50. Of those people, 50% report difficulty lifting anything heavier than 10 kilograms. But you can break it down even further than that if that's not enough. So you can remove the wheels, remove the footrests, everything comes down to 6.9 kilograms, just over 15 pounds. So this is a super lightweight solution. Hi, my name is Matt, and I'm the Director of Global Business Development here at Karma. And today, I'm going to show you the next generation of our world's famous Ergo Lite series. This is the Ergo Lite 2 Tall. Now, I'll start off by explaining what's made the Ergo Lite series Karma's best-selling wheelchair around the world, and then I'll follow up by explaining what makes this version better than anything we've done before. Now, the Ergo Lite series, everything you need to know is in the name, Ergo and Lite. Now let's focus on the Lite first. The Ergo Lite is what we call an ultralight wheelchair. Now you may be thinking, why is that important? Ultralight sounds very high spec. Not really. Ultralight is super important for caretakers. Globally, 54% of all caretakers, people who are assisting wheelchair users, they're over the age of 50. That could be a spouse, adult, child, healthcare professional, you name it. 54% are over the age of 50. Of those people, 50% report difficulty lifting anything heavier than 10 kilograms. It's about 22 pounds. So what we've done with the Ergo Lite series, we've kept everything below that functional threshold. The Ergo Lite 2 Tall is the heaviest entry that we've ever had before in the Ergo Lite series, but it's still below. It starts off at 9.8 kilograms, about 21.5 pounds for everything. The full chair, no tricks. Everything you see here starts at 9.8 kilograms. But you can break it down even further than that if that's not enough. So you can remove the wheels, remove the footrests, everything comes down to 6.9 kilograms, just over 15 pounds. So this is a super lightweight solution. Reduce any kind of strain, risk for injury for all those caretakers around the world. Now, next we'll go into the Ergo side of things. So what makes the Ergo Lite series special, what we really revolutionizing seating, comes down to this. This is our patented S-Ergo Seating System. You see, most wheelchairs, they'll just have a flat bar here and a flat seating surface. It's simple and cost effective, but when you sit down on there, there's two bony points underneath your bottom. All the pressure is gonna build up there. It's not gonna be comfortable, and you could even develop a long-term pressure injury. Not good. So the S-Ergo addresses that issue by developing an anatomic shape. That means it matches the shape of the bottom. So by being higher in the front, lower in the back, this swoosh, we evenly distribute the pressure across the entire seating surface, spreading that out, making it more comfortable and minimizing that risk for a long-term pressure injury. Another magic thing here, by being higher in the front, you're reducing the risk of sliding because this keeps you kind of secured in the chair. And by that, you're stable, you're upright, you're not losing your posture, and you reduce any kind of shear forces that would be experienced by sliding. So great. But Ergo does not only apply to the user. We haven't forgot about our caretakers. So remember, 54% are over the age of 50. 24% of them report difficulty kneeling or bending over. There is a risk of straining a muscle or even falling down. Super dangerous. Now, normally for a wheelchair, if you want to lock the wheel, you do have to bend down and either push or pull this lock here. Now, for those 24% of people who have difficulty doing that, we have a solution. This is our P&P brake. It stands for push and pull. So to slow down the chair, just like any other brake, you'd squeeze it or pull it. But then to lock it, we could just push it down and lock it into place. No need to bend down anymore. Everything is done up here. You can remain upright. Also, for the anti-tippers, this is a standard safety feature on all manual wheelchairs. What that does is just prevents the chair from tipping over backwards. But for most chairs, what you need to do when you come to an obstacle, you want to go over it, you have to come down here, which our 24% can't do. And you need to use all these different buttons and tools and things to remove it, go over the obstacle, and then do it all over again. It's not fun, it's not safe. With the Ergo anti-tippers, our new patented system, you just step here, now you're in the curb climbing mode. You can easily come up, go over your obstacle, and then once you're done, re-engaging is the same process, just backwards. Step here, we're in the safe position again. So, Ergo for the user and for the caretaker. But Ergo isn't just about the physical functions, we also have visual additions. So the first thing, you'll notice there's a bunch of orange points here on the P&P brake, on the Ergo anti-tippers, on these footrest levers. And all that does is just let you know those parts move. Also, that bright splash does add a little bit of safety for any kind of vehicles or things that are coming. If you are using the chair outdoors, by the way, we do have these silver accents here on these side guards, as well as the brake cable. So any kind of light is gonna light this up real bright. So it's super safe. So that's the general gist of the Ergo Lite. But let's talk about what makes this one better than everything we've done before. So coming back to the name, Ergo Lite to tall. Tall here, it means the chair is bigger than before. Still ultralight, remember. But previously, we've only had 2 seat sizes for the Ergo Lite series, 41 and 46 centimeters. That's 16 and 18 inches. Those are the most common sizes around the world, but for people who are a little bit bigger, we never had an option. Now we do. With the Ergo Lite 2 TL, we still have those old sizes, plus a new 51 centimeter or 20-inch seat width. That is a full-size, ultralight ergonomic chair. Never been done before. It's not just the seat width though. The seat height has also been raised a little bit. Before, we had 49 centimeters from the front down to the ground. It's about 19 inches. Now we're at 51, so 20 inches. If you're about average height, maybe a little taller, this is gonna be a little bit easier for you to sit down into and get out of. Also for the wheels, the casters, before they were 6 inches, now they're 7. So what that does is it just makes things a little easier when you're going outdoors over uneven surfaces, even carpet. Having that bigger wheel is going to be easier to overcome any kind of imperfections. In the back, we do still have the 14-inch transport wheel if you want to have a transit chair, but the self-propelled wheel in the past 20 inches, that is the lightest way to do it, but now we have 22 inches. So that is the perfect compromise between full propelling efficiency. Normal manual wheelchairs, 24 inches. By coming down, we do save that weight, but it's easier to propel than the smaller size. So if you are gonna be using this chair independently, outdoors, having this bigger wheel, it's gonna be easier to push, easier to overcome the uneven surfaces, and just a better overall experience. Now let's talk about strength. Previously, all of the Ergo Lites available started at 100 kilogram weight capacity. It's 220 pounds. That is fairly standard, but we upped the game here with the Ergo Lite 2 Tall. For all sizes, the new weight capacity on this chair is 115 kilograms, about 250 pounds. So that is a significant upgrade. This chair also, for the first time, is fully crash tested according to ISO 7176-19. So if you do want to use this chair in a motor vehicle or public transportation, it's as simple as just using these tie-down hooks. You don't have to get out of the chair. That means it's crash tested. You can extend your journey. Very, very, very significant upgrade. And part of the reason we're able to do that is because we keep that dual cross brace here. That adds structural rigidity. So when you're going over uneven surfaces, you're not having this lateral frame movement. And it does contribute to having that high weight capacity and durability to go through the crash dust. So before we wrap up, I just want to show you how this all breaks down so we can get that ultra lightweight 6.9 kg, 15-pound transport weight. So the first thing we'll do, we'll just take off these footrests, and these do swing in or out depending on where you're transferring into. The rear wheels then, we'll do a quick release. The backrest comes down. And then the chair folds. And here we are, super compact. Again, 6.9 kilograms, 15 pounds. One hand in and out of any car, super easy, super compact. This is a full-size 20-inch chair. Crash tested, never been done before, won't be done again. This is the Ergo Lite 2 Tall from Karma. If you want to see more, head over to www.karmamedical.com and look for the Ergo Lite 2 Tall. My name is Matt. Thanks for watching.